Okay, obviously, unbelievable game, the way it unfolded. The first half felt very good about our tempo and the way things were going. I think we had a field goal blocked at the first, and we had to kick a couple field goals, and really that was probably the only negative. Second half, third quarter, I thought we did a solid job. Fourth quarter, they started getting the momentum. They're a top-type team, there's no doubt, and we knew it would be a tough one. Our guys, we talked about, hey, find a way to win. This team has the hit factor. That's just the bottom line. They complement each other very well. Offensively, defensively, special teams, they step up when they have to. They're a joy to coach, and it was one of those memorable moments that we'll remember for a long time. And I told our team just a minute ago, I really think we're in the midst of something special here.
That fourth down play, the timeout before, can you take us through that, what was calling it?
Yeah, fourth down play, we had a big one over the top in case they blitzed and went zero. We had a dig right at the sticks, and we had a check down just to try to draw the guys, but we were thinking big one to the dig to Sammy, and I just heard in the huddle that Ricardo said, give me a chance, I'll make a play. And of course, I was looking at the dig, and he threw it up and got tipped around and went in our hands. That was an unbelievable play.
Talk about the importance of not giving up on a play like that. Obviously, 4th and 12.
Yeah, this team is very unique. I know there was a lot of tense and pressure, especially the momentum had swung and all that, but they had bright eyes. They were real positive in the huddle. It was really unbelievable. I'm going to say this about our crowd. Our crowd was unbelievable. And even at the end when they took the lead, they were still with us. And they really inspired our players and coaches. And we're all in this thing together.
What were you thinking? 146, they score. It's kind of a controversial play.
Yeah, hey, but believe it or not, I felt good because all we need is a field goal. We got a great field goal kicker. So really we're pretty calm right there. Felt very confident. I had a decent idea how they would play in their 2-minute defense. But they're a good defense. There's no doubt. They got some veteran guys, and they got a bunch of long guys that can run.
Was it what they were doing defensively, or just you guys not making a play in the fourth quarter, making the plays?
Well, they were daring us to throw it, and we had a couple play actions that we just barely missed right there. And then they got the momentum, and football can be a game of momentum too. And they're a good team. You're talking about a top 10 team before they got everybody hurt. Got one of the better quarterbacks to ever play in the SEC. Their running back is one of the best in the country, and they're a good team.
Gus, is that play kind of a microcosm for the season? Kind of a never give up attitude, and then the ball bounces your way?
Yeah, this team, they're special. This is a special group. They've been through a lot, and they rallied. They came together, they believed in each other. They bought into the fact that to get better each game and each practice. And like I told them before the game, I said we've been building up to this moment. Our moment was to be able to play with these guys, and they did that tonight.
How big was D Ford today, and how fitting was it that he put that last hit on him?
D Ford's an impact player. He's one of the better pass rushers in our league, and he's a veteran guy.
Coach, go ahead.
Speak to Nick's composure there to face that game-winning play again, and with everything that goes into that game-winning play, to be able to have the confidence to put the ball in the air into that spot.
He's got the it factor. He's a special player. If something great will happen like that, he's got the same expression on his face. Something bad happens, he's an even kill. He's a winner. He's a special player.
What
about Ricardo's ability to focus on that ball?
Yeah, it was special, no doubt.
How was he in the huddle, though, Marshall? I know you just touched on it, but was he?
Same way he's in the huddle every game. He doesn't change. Moment's not too big for that young man.
Can you kind of talk about Ricardo calling that, saying, hey, give me a shot? He hadn't really had a game like this his entire career, and to have that confidence.
Well, we recruited Ricardo Lewis. We felt like he could be an unbelievable impact player, and Coach Craig's done a great job with him, and each week he's gotten more confidence and more confidence. He didn't play wide receiver, in high school, and he's got a chance to really be special, and I think this will kind of put him in the right direction.
The first half game plan. When do you start thinking about Alabama?
I'm going to enjoy this. That would age me now. That's 2 years off my life. I'm going to enjoy it. And I'll go to church in the morning, and after I get out of church, I'll flip the switch.
Gus, was the first half is that the way you wanted to go? Your
keeping Murray on the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have went any better other than the fact that we had to kick some field goals. I was a little frustrated in that. I didn't call a good play in one situation versus their defense, and we had the field goal blocked right there. That was really the only negative thing. We did a good job of keeping the ball out of their hands.
Gus, you
isn't
said
the first,
you're building for this moment, and now that it's here, and you're going to be playing Alabama for pretty much the chance to go to the SEC championship game.
Yeah.
What,
We got to get better in the next 2 weeks before we play them. And we'll be building for that moment too.
Jake Holland's night tonight had some really good stops, even on the Aaron Murray 5-yard touchdown there, which almost seemed short at the moment than the review had.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He's a veteran kid, got a lot of experience right there, gets us lined up right, and does a lot of things good.
Gus, earlier in the week, you had said that you and Nick really hadn't spoken about playing Georgia and anything like that, but as the week went on, did you sense that this meant anything additional to him at all?
No, not really. We never talked about it. I mean, Coach Lashley probably did earlier in the week, but Nick's a unique individual, and you know, he knows those guys. He played with them, but you know, he's focused. He's focused and great competitor.
Coach, 3 game-winning drives this season. I mean, that's kind of unreal.
It really is. You know, you start talking about the best player in the country, I think he probably better be in the conversation.
How do you prepare your team for fourth quarter drives like that? Because it seems like every time this team's been on the winning end of it.
You know, in practice, you know, Coach Lashley's done a great job with our guys. He really focuses on the last plays of games and certain situations, but it goes back to our players being able to do it in the heat of the moment and finding a way.
You touch on Aaron Murray a little bit, just what kind of competitor he is. I know he had
He's a great player. He's a great player. He can throw it. He can run it. One of the better players to ever play in our league.
Gus, did you ever think for one moment, from the moment you got this job until now, that you'd roll into that last game with a chance to win the division, the league, and maybe a national championship?
I never let my mind go there. I know I sound like a broken record, but we've just been trying to get better every game. And I felt like that if we did that towards the end of the year, we'd have a chance to be a pretty good team and be able to compete. But this team has exceeded my expectations.
Coach, sometimes you can call a timeout as you did before the last play, and you give them a chance to draw up something, but obviously it worked out in your
No, we don't let our guys draw up stuff. We do our plays, but at the same time, you know, we did move Ricardo in there. Matter of fact, I don't know, Ricardo's probably got a couple reps at that certain play, but we felt like we needed a little speed right there, and then he won the ball right there, and you know, I think it gave everybody confidence. And like I said, I was kind of looking at the dig, and then I saw the ball go up. And
No, I mean on the defense, on the last play of the game.
What's that?
I meant on the defensive side, on the last.
Yeah,
play.
we just wanted to see what alignment they were in, and you know, who they were trying to get free and who they were trying to get the ball to. So that was just all that last time out was too, and then just to make sure our guys knew they stay on the goal line right there, but I got to throw it in the end zone type situation.
Gus, do you believe in stuff like destiny, karma, that kind of stuff? Do you believe in it?
Well, I believe if you work hard and you have a team that's completely 100% together and the coaches are together and everybody on board, you got a chance to do something special.
Gus, Gus, what was actually going through your head at the time you go from Sammy to Ricardo and seeing him make that catch? What was going through your head at that
Well,
moment?
the first thought, you know, I saw as a touchdown. I like the sideline. I don't want to get penalties and people running on the field, so I didn't really get to enjoy it until after that. And we're trying to get, you know, our personnel to run a 2-point play, and there was a little stress involved in that. So, you know, I really didn't get a chance to properly enjoy it until the clock went, zeros.
You prepare and prepare and prepare. How much of a play like that touchdown is a function of good fortune? How much is just a good athlete making the play?
I think all of the above.
Gus, now that you're facing just one regular season game left, do you start to think at all about the BCS and what that means?
No, we got our hands full with this next one.
Take one more.
Gus, is this a Waffle House night?
This is definitely a Waffle House.
Thank you, Brian.